Good morning, this is Shine Matthew. This lecture is the last lecture of this series of lectures on the subject Social Studies. Special note, your holiday works are uploaded with this lecture. Today we have lesson number 8 of Political Science, Challenges to Democracy. This lesson is a very small lesson, and at the same time, this lesson is the summary of what we are learning in these 2 years. Topics of the lesson: challenges, political reform, redefining democracy. The fundamental questions of democratic politics: challenges, reformation, the nature of democratic politics in practice and outcomes. Democracy is the most dominant form of government in the contemporary world. Democracy does not have a challenger. Democracy faces challenges. Democracy faces difficulties. Challenge is not a problem. Challenges are significant and can be overcome. Countries have got different challenges. We are repeating the time democracy again and again and again. Democracy, democracy, democracy. So here we are going to just end this repetition. Challenges are classified into 3 groups. Number 1, foundational challenge. Number 2, expansion challenge. Number 3, deepening challenge. Foundational challenge means transition and instituting democratic government, changing non-democratic government, keeping military away, establishing a sovereign and functional state. Expansion challenge means applying basic principles in regions, social groups, various institutions, applying federal principles in local governments, inclusion of women and minority groups, less decisions under democratic control. Deepening challenge means strengthening of institutions and practices of democracy. People's realization of expectations are different in different societies. Strengthening of democratic functioning with popular participation and their control over decision making. Influence of the rich and powerful get reduced. Political reform. Challenges are related to possibility of reforms. Democratic reform or political reform means suggestions or proposals to overcome these challenges. The legal way, new laws, changes in laws to discourage wrong policies and encourage good ones. Quality is not improved up to the mark by these changes. Reform carried out only by political activist parties, movements, and politically conscious citizens. But the measures are counterproductive. Banning of those who have more than 2 children from contesting in panchayat elections is a denial of democratic opportunity for the poor and women. So banning is not a successful one in politics. Laws empower sometimes democratic functioning. For example, Right to Information Act law empowers the people to find what is happening in government. It's a kind of watchdog of democracy, controls corruption, supplements imposed laws and penalties. Democratic reforms can be through political practice to strengthen democratic practice, increase and improve the quality of political participation by ordinary citizens is the only solution. But still, the questions remain. Solutions, implementations, and how? No legislation by legislature against political parties. Only it is possible through democratic movements and by having citizens' organizations and the media. Redefining democracy, we have got minimal definition of democracy at the beginning. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. We modified it later, the definition. Elected members take major decisions. Electoral choice, the freedom of choice, fair opportunity to change rulers, equal basis, that is what is political equality. Democracy offers political equality. Universal adult franchise, one person, one vote, one value. Government is limited by constitution and citizens' rights. We have seen definitions for democracies and non-democracies. What makes the difference between these two forms of governments? Democracy offers the right to vote, stand in elections, form political organizations, social and economic rights. Power sharing is very spirit of democracy. Among governments and social groups, democracy cannot be a brute rule of majority. It respects minority. Elimination of discrimination is one of the intentions, especially based on caste, religion, or gender. Democracy offers outcomes. Democracy is more than what we defined. As we started our democratic journey with the definition of democracy given by the 16th President of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Here we end our democratic journey with another quote from Lincoln. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Thank you.